staff, families, and my fellow non-commissioned officers of 3-8. Thank you all for being here today, where we recognize the true running backs and bulldogs of this battalion, these corporals. When the command has the back of the small unit leader, as we have in this unit, it is a beautiful thing. We are grateful for that support. This past summer, our former battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel McClan, took my concealed carry class. And prior to the class starting, we were kind of bullshitting, telling some war stories. And he began to recount his time in Ramadi with 3-8 back in 2006. Sergeant Bowser, the deadliest thing in the world is a lance corporal with a saw. But Sergeant Bowser, that also means that the deadliest thing in the world is a lance corporal with a saw. And I think some of us here can personally attest that that's a beautiful thing. When you have a 19-year-old testosterone-infused Marine behind the trigger of an M249 with a cyclic rate of fire somewhere around 850 rounds per minute, that's an awesome combination. And really, it's just a modern play of the old proverb that the deadliest thing in the world is a Marine and his rifle. Whether it's a PFC with an M4 or a Lance Corporal with a saw, the reason that that's the deadliest thing in the world is because you, the corporal, the NCO, made him that. And I think that brings me to my point that after you break it down and boil it down, NCOs get tasked out with a lot of things. We have a lot of responsibilities and tasks, but in my opinion, we really have two main duties, regardless of your MOS. I believe that the NCO needs to ensure that every single Marine under his charge is hard to kill and absolutely lethal. Your tactical and tactical proficiency, combat mindset, and so on, regardless of your MOS. The second duty I think we have as NCOs, when you boil it all down, the responsibilities and the tasks, is to embody in the flesh the fighter-leader concept. And as a Catholic, and some of you hard-drinking Irish Catholics out there can probably relate to this, when you hear it at Mass, there's something that says, and the Word became flesh. Well, in the same way, think about we're in the Church of War. We take that concept, the fighter leader concept, off the pages of the warfighting manual, and we literally embody it in the flesh. The NCO becomes a force multiplier. And really, anyone of any rank can become a fighter leader. But the NCO, when he does that, it is the definition of valor, and in my opinion, a holy thing. So, whether that's being a squad leader in the attack, the fighter leader is not behind his squad, quarterbacking his team, he literally is in the front pounding with his men, right? Or the fire team leader making entry into a house, the fighter leader very well could be the first one through the door, right? Right there, the fighter leader assumes the most risk of dying. And that's where you become a force multiplier. And maneuver warfare depends on it, right? So getting back to that first task I think we had, that first duty as an NCO, ensuring that each one of our men is lethal and hard to kill. I think we need to think about that leadership principle, instilling a sense of responsibility in your subordinates, right? In other words, instilling a sense of purpose and understanding. Because with all the allegations, investigations that we have across the Marine Corps against good NCOs, maybe we're not getting it through to our junior Marines what the big picture is. The big picture. We focus on the leaf. We focus on the branch. We focus on the tree. And we need to know what the whole damn forest looks like. The big picture. So, in my opinion, I think NCOs need to have a heart-to-heart with each one of your Marines, and eyeball to eyeball, tell them the truth. The truth about this vocation. And this is the truth. We are in a life or death business where the stakes couldn't be higher. And that is why attention to detail and instant willing obedience to your orders and his orders is so critical. So critical. Oh, and by the way, being a warfighter sucks. Being a warfighter sucks. You will be in pain. You will be uncomfortable, inconvenienced, and occasionally feel heartbreak. Whether that's having to bury a friend or a comrade, or losing out on a relationship because of the time we spend away. That's the truth. And our men need to understand that, so that when they're feeling that pain, that discomfort, when Corporal Bergensmith is screaming in his face, "Get the gun up!" there's a reason for it. There's a big picture. We need to come home alive, but more importantly, accomplish the mission. And part of that big picture is understanding what's going on with current events. And I think that, if you paid attention to the Commander-in-Chief's inaugural address last week, he made it pretty clear what the Marine Corps can expect in the next few years. I think he said something like, "We will wipe radical Islam from the face of the earth." So we are trained to fight an enemy that shows no quarter. Its motto is submit or die. Gentlemen, if that's not the definition of tyranny and evil, I don't know what is. So we are living in epic times. The big picture. So some of you might say, "Hey, Sarval, calm down. Calm down a little bit. These guys are going on a deployment to Okinawa. Relax. It's just an easy deployment. Take a lot of pictures. Go on Libo." Well, I can remember when my senior Marines were stoked for the booze cruise that would be the 26th Mule. Back in 2010, these guys, they just crystallized and announced that, and for a lot of them, in their last deployment, they're getting out. So, hey, we're going to float around in the Med. We're going to go port to port, drink a lot of beers. It'll be a fun time. But no one could have expected that after only a few short months at sea, 3-8 would get the call to the upper Gresh Valley, just south of Sangin, to help relieve 3-5. and we found ourselves in a very real shooting war. And the booze cruise turned into digging in the defense, living in fighting holes, not taking a shower for 3 months, getting in firefights, hitting IEDs, even having tanks in support of the rifle squad in contact. So, for those of you that might think, hey, Okinawa is going to be an easy deployment, you need to reject those voices right now. Reject them. Stay in a combat mindset. We're living in epic times. Because you don't know what this deployment could turn into. And finally, we're going to talk about the fighter leader concept without mentioning our very own Corporal Michael Roulette. And in the words of his very own junior Marines, he was a real badass. Corporal Rapier, who was a junior Marine in his squad at the time of his death, said this about his leader. He was hard, and we were lucky for that. He was preparing us. Every little thing we did, we had to have combat mindset. He made sure we were tough, and we were never weak. It was no secret to the men of Lima Company that Mike Roulette, standing at 6'1", could be intimidating, demanding of his men, and occasionally mean as hell. This wasn't his first combat deployment. He knew what the big picture was. In fact, Corporal Michael Roulette, Navy Cross recipient at one time, had been battalion level NJP for hazing and assault. And listen, gentlemen, I'm not glorifying that. I can tell you from experience, battalion level NJP for hazing and assault is a very stressful experience. I hope you never have to endure. But the point is he wasn't a cookie cutter NCO. He wasn't the perfect NCO. But his actions on March 22nd, 2009 worked. I think it's easy for us to say in a room temperature room, yeah, I'd be a badass. I would have done what he did. And the reality is we can only pray to God that we too would have the mental, moral, and physical strength to continue to fight and to continue to lead after sustaining what he had to have known was a fatal wound. The IED exploded under his feet, severing his left leg and spraying him with shrapnel. But Mike Roulette was hard to kill. And as a fighter leader that day, he was absolutely lethal. He directed fire. He called in close air support. And he was bound and determined that if I'm going down, I'm taking these bastards with me. He embodied the fighter leader concept. That day is the definition of valor, and in my opinion, a holy thing. So, from Ramadi to Nowzad to the Upper Garesh Valley, Darmstadt, 3/8 Lance Corporals with saws and PFCs with rifles have been the deadliest thing in the world. Because of you, the corporal, the NCO, make them that way. Gentlemen, the stakes couldn't be higher. We live in epic times. And I'm confident that each of you will live up to Corporal Roulette's expectations and example by leading with aggressiveness, pride, concern for your Marines, and trust in their capabilities. Semper Fidelis, and fortune favors the strong.